every thought you have, you don't act on. Do you know what I mean? So here we are, yeah, Image Gang Podcast. It's me, Izzy Parkin is a Nightmare White. That's Manga Saint Hilare.
Gonna have a real good
All right.
time. Spend your
Gonna
money.
get copyright strike. Don't worry.
That is a fucking banger. Number one.
Yeah, for 3 weeks. We had the longest number ones out of everyone in that year. Everyone in the whole everything. I said if we go number one, I'll bun weed. Like I'll try it. And
How did it feel?
Just hot. I'm not a smoker. I don't know how to do it, do I?
Just be on top of the pops.
The plots weren't existing.
Is it finished?
Yeah.
Yeah, when it was the number one, they'd always have the person who was number one live in the studio. Like, did they just fly him in every week?
Yeah, because you know who's going to be number one, especially them times there. Like,
But how much in advance? Everyone's just dropping everything they're doing to go top of the pops. Was it that?
Yeah, because that's the biggest.
That was the
Now
place
you
to
don't
be.
have to do nothing. If you're popping on TikTok or whatever, like what's that? I ain't never been with nobody. That thing there. Yeah.
I want to learn that. Should we do after that?
All right.
But you know what? I have this real thing about air guitar. I can't stand, like, it's one of my biggest icks.
What part do you think this part is air guitar?
I can't look at it.
Jesus Christ.
Is that not
You think this is you think I ain't never been with a baddie and I'm doing air guitar. Madison Butter calling her.
Is that not what they're doing?
You're old, man. Is this old, you know? I never realised, you know.
My eyes hurt. I thought they were air
No, I've been back to you
guitaring.
old. You thought these 12-year-olds were air guitaring. Talking about playing with Fanny. I ain't never been with a Fanny. You thought it's Aerosmith. No,
Well, what are they doing then?
It's just a movie. It's not a guitar. You thought they were playing guitar. All right, we're done. Thank you. Image Gang Podcast. See you next episode. Not me, because I'm not coming back. But thank you so much.
Remember, like, the urban, what's it called? An urban legend when, like, people were saying that they were leaving needles in cinemas and you get HIV. Did you never hear that?
What? No, I never heard that.
When I was growing up, it was like a thing, like, you have to look when you go into the cinema because people are leaving needles with HIV and for you to sit on and then just giving you HIV.
What film?
No, it wasn't a film. It was like they were...
No, what film was the watching? Well,
I don't know. It was just at the Odeon.
I bet it was when Saw was out.
I'm deep into conspiracy TikTok. People are saying that pandas aren't real. There's panda TikTok.
What?
Panda conspiracy TikTok.
They're just mixed race pandas.
No, because there's like a whole thing that says like, because in China it's illegal to interact with a panda. So if you see one, it's like the law, you have to walk in the other direction.
We say they're cyborgs because you know what?
Something like that. They only fertile for 1 day of the year. So it's like, how have they survived?
Software update.
And also, there's no mention of pandas in like any Chinese history until like the 1800s or something.
What's them dogs that don't live long that everyone's buying now? What's them dogs?
Oh, a French bulldog.
They weren't about from 2005. French bulldogs were invented in 2005. So, am I lying?
No.
Paris Hilton invented them.
No,
No,
she had a chihuahua.
she invented them too. She done a double dose iPhone Max. Yeah. So who made the pandas then?
It's sex trafficking.
Wow. Image Gang Podcast. So what are these made out of, these earrings here?
Pandas are sex trafficking children.
Right, so what are these?
The world.
Let's talk about your design work. How does it feel?
I don't want to talk about my design.
Nah, but listen, we're not talking about sex trafficking pandas. When I first got a TikTok, they're giving me bare workout tips, and I thought, what?
I was dating a guy once. We went to go on a date, and he turned up in his running gear, and he wanted to take me on a run.
Hell, obviously it's not about no more, innit?
And then he asked me if I had a sister, because he was like, you don't look anything like you did in your pictures like a few years ago. And then I bumped into him in Tesco's a few years later buying Frosh cream. I was like bending down to get it, and then he was there. I was like, perfect.
He said, I've called you.
Yeah. Should we go for a run?
Oh, yeah, then let's go for a run off you clear it that Frosh. Let's get this going. I saw something on Twitter, then where they flew out a girl, and he was saying, look, you don't look like your pictures. Your bum's bigger in the pictures. But the pictures were definitely edited. Like her waist is like this big and the back off's like that.
So what now? We're going to send me back? Like,
he did. Are you nuts? But it's mad to me. You flew her out. You there with her, and you've sent her away. That's a
but
mad.
This is the thing. Like, I think men have this like they think it's like some birthright to comment on women's bodies, and like if you're paying for something, then that means that you get a say in.
Yeah, but it's not prostitute.
But that's basically what it is. If you're getting flown out and you're getting money spent on you, there is always there's an expectation of an exchange of something. And usually that is of sex. It's prostitution in a
roundabout way.
In a nice dress or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's disguised. The guy takes you out on a date. He takes you shard. They're buying you shit. The cabs picking you up.
Yeah,
they're expecting to beat. 100%. They're not doing. They're not doing it to be nice. They're not. You're like, no, I'm not.
No. It's
and that's what I mean. Is that not then? Like, what is that?
I guess it's the manner in what you're doing, innit? Like,
just because you're not saying, yo, I'm gonna give you £50 for a hand job. I mean, that's.
Are those the rates?
I don't know. I think it's like £15.
That's more reasonable.
A hand job is really. It's a tiresome. It's a tiresome task.
It's not reasonable even when you think about it realistically. Just do yourself, man. Like if you're gonna pay for that, you want stuff you can't do. Am I lying? I can't do certain things, so that's why I'm not paying for something I can literally physically do myself. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's a scam, isn't it?
It's a scam.
It's an absolute scam. Like, even the other day, I went on a date with a guy. It was just at the end when he tried to kiss me. Like, at what point? We've been on the date for an hour and a half, brother, and I'm leaving. Obviously, I'm not having a good time. What in God's good name makes you think that I'm going to want to lips you at the end of it?
Yeah, but...
You're expecting the lips because what? You bought me a fucking martini.
No, because if you don't try to lips, you want lips.
Good.
No, but you might as well try it.
Why?
Because you could. What if you
to get rejected? Like
no, because you could have been embarrassed enough to say, "I just do the lips and let me go."
So that's what we're doing. Now we're embarrassing women into kissing them. You're embarrassing women into kissing them.
It's a real thing. It's only a yes or a no, you know.
That mindset can get you into a lot of trouble.
If you're going for the lips,
sly.
Yeah, and it's a nah, isn't it? But what if it's a yeah? So back in the day, yeah, see when you used to go to a dance like under 18s and all that type of stuff, and you'd go and you'd you know, you go try and dance with a girl, you go behind her. It's 50-50, you know? She's having to do this. And before...
Look at her friends like this.
Yeah, that's happened. That's happened to me. I'm not going to lie. You've done it. And she's...
Her friends grabbed her away.
Whoa! She's gone. Where you gone? Now you got to go to the toilet now. Like, you're only at 15. You don't want to go to the toilet at 15. But yeah, do you know what I mean? So and then, or it 15. Works. I don't know. You're a kid. I wasn't whining on people as a big man. What, you're not whining on people as big people? Is that what we're doing?
What, at this age?
What, just randomly in a club? Man and whine on you at 20?
Have you been to carnival?
That's different.
Also, you're not men will do that to you. Men will rub their penises on you unprovoked in a dance.
What?
Constantly.
Oh.
That way, you know, like you're going past someone and they're like this.
Like, the hands. I've seen that. I've seen man them do that. It's wrong.
Get your fucking hands.
They need to stop doing that because they do it excessively. Because when you go past me, you get past me fine. And when it's like, oh, sorry, miss. It's bare, like, yeah, excuse me, like, wow, like, what, you getting past this way? A man's swag, I'm not, like, we proper, like, really bad.
When I was in hospital, the paramedic came, they were moving me to a different hospital. My feet were at the end of the bed like this, I had no shoes, I had no socks and shoes on.
I really don't like this.
He put his penis over my foot, like he pushed up so much against my foot that I could, like, it flopped over. And
no, wait. Stop. What do you mean?
And now I'm towing you. I'm towing you.
Towing's not a thing.
I beg to differ.
Where are we going? Where can we start?
No, but I'm just saying. Like, no. I was in hospital when this man's putting his penis on my foot, and I was.
What do you mean? His actual hood?
So he had trousers on. So like he was obviously feeling something, and I was just like, why are you doing that? I can't be thinking it's an accident. Like, you're purposely putting your willy on my big toe. Yeah, that's what men are doing. The bar is literally in hell. Like, it's horrible. Anything to have their willies touched.
Is this why you lot got me on there? You know, this is me. What's going on? Why is this there?
I didn't know that this was where I was actually wanting to talk to you about falling out of love with what you do.
Yeah, but
that was the topic of
see, man, imagine what you got to say about it.
I know we're talking about me.
No, I'm joking.
Paramedic.
Towing. No, anyway.
Do you know that your dick's on my foot?
Barbers do that though.
Do they? Put their willies on you?
Accident, hopefully. So you're in the chair, and obviously they're there, and sometimes you just feel their hood on your arm.
What do you say? Excuse me.
Yeah, move.
It's different for girls because if a woman's boob is on my shoulder, I don't mind. Like, it can stay there. Like, if you're doing my hair. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's not as offensive. You wouldn't mind if there was a boob just chilling.
Yeah, maybe you don't know it was there, but move. It's on my forearm, please.
Yeah.
And that's the silence on that. All right, cool.
How long have you been doing music for now?
Too long. Too damn long. Since 2004. So technically, I'm a failure.
Do you still love it?
No. No. It's parts, isn't it? It's parts. So making music, sitting down and writing songs, I don't enjoy that. I do a bit. I do to a point because the bit where you get to get your thoughts and things out, that really, really helps. Because otherwise, bare stuff is in your head. That's why I see some people, their mind gets full up and you see them like tweet mad stuff or they go outside and act. And I get it because naturally, anything we do, we need an outlet. That's it. We need an outlet. And this is an amazing outlet because it's literally directly what I think or feel. Or even if it's not directly about me, I could have had a conversation with you or actually whoever. And, how did that make me feel? How... You know what I'm saying?
Some people don't have that.
Yeah, and I could just say it. That helps enough.
Yeah.
But in terms of recording it and mixing down and blah, and release schedules and all that, that's boring. Performing the songs, though, like doing the shows, is the best bit.
Yeah.
So the bits I really like.
Yeah.
And even coming up with the ideas. So even when I'm like, yeah, it should be called this and this is what it should look like, rare. But then after you actually got to do it, it's like, no, this is long.
Yeah.
And the money's low. It fluctuates heavily. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know if I love it, but it's what I do, innit?
Like, when you just said that, I was just thinking, like, what is the bit for me that I love the most?
Yeah, what is it?
I think just being able to not go to work.
That's the thing, though. That's the whole thing.
Being able to stay at home for 3 days.
If you want to.
If I want to.
But then on the other side, you're busy for 3 months.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, people don't get that bit of, like, the thing is, you don't have to wake up and go Sainsbury's at 9 or whatever, 8, and what you're doing there don't really matter sometimes. It feels like that.
I get guilt. Like, if I'm not going into... Even if I could come into the office and do nothing, I would feel better than even just working fully from home.
Oh, yeah, because you want to...
Because I feel... But I forget, like, as well, like, I forget that I've been doing this for 4 years and how hard I worked at the beginning.
Yeah.
And, like, it's okay to, like... Now I have staff and stuff, like, that's why I pay people to work for me, so I don't have to be here every day, but, like, I'm still adjusting to that kind of idea of not giving it my all, and it's like, now where I don't have to give it my all, I feel a bit, like, lost as well, like, I don't really know what to do with myself.
Yeah, because the whole point of you doing, like, the 4 years before, like, going so hard and doing everything
so hard, yeah.
Like, people don't talk about the letting go part of it.
The letting go and adjusting to the new role that I have is, like...
Boss.
Yeah, like, it's really hard, and it's a good problem to have, obviously, like, and I'm really lucky to be in that position, but I mean, it's not luck, I worked to be here, but it's odd not having to do everything myself now, because that was so time consuming that I didn't have time to think about anything else.
I know people that love music because they literally just get to write songs and then they get a video treatment, they'll come back, they just got to turn up, they do a tour, all you got to do is be there.
Yeah.
So you get to focus on being sick. Do you know what I mean? But then if I'm worried about how many tickets are sold and me doing the guest list, me literally putting up the posters for the times and printing them out and all that jazz.
Yeah.
And I can't...
If you're not going to... It's not going to get done. That's the... Yeah, like, that's it. That's a bit of a head fuck sometimes, thinking, like, there's people's full-time jobs and all of this stuff around me relies solely on the things that I can come up with in my head.
So I'll go back to even what I say about the Sainsbury stuff, about you're going from 9, like 8 till 5 or whatever time. All you have to do, like, not say all, that's not belittling it, but it's survive that time, innit? Like, every time I've had a job, I just got to get to 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock.
Yeah,
like,
just watching the
I could do nothing or I could do loads. Let's say it depends. And in the grand scheme of things, it's not that deep. You know what I'm saying? But that's a freedom as well. I say if you're working, you say, yeah, we'll go be work at 8. When it gets to 5 o'clock, I get to leave, or 4 o'clock, whatever. That's the end.
I have no idea how to relax.
No.
Going for a massage to me is the most stressful thing in the world.
A massage?
Yeah, I'm just saying that's what people like. That's what some people do
to
go
sleep. Let's go to bed. Just stay in the bed.
I find that men don't listen very well.
But if you're not.
No, but when I'm literally saying it, like I could say it and you don't hear it. See,
women, the read your mind thing, just go and just literally every woman in my life is like that. They think you know.
But is it because we read each other's, like, we...
What, are you not interlinked?
I don't know, because it's like, why do we expect men to do it? Because I don't...
Walkie-talkie.
No, because I don't, because I do expect the girls to do it and they don't. Yeah, I need to stop thinking everyone's a mind reader.
Yeah, you need to just say it. Like, what you say, it's so much easier. You know, I feel like with anything, literally communication is key, and that sounds like such a TED Talks thing to say. But with everything, with your brethren, your relationship, in business,
I really struggle with communication.
you have to just tell people, and see how people say you have to tell them straight or like brutal honesty or nothing. No, you can just tell them. You don't have to. Like I've said, when I talk to my niece or I talk to you, it'll be different, innit?
It's not every. Yes, it doesn't have to be a confrontation.
No, it doesn't have to be confrontation. But it still has to be said. It still has to be, yo, boom, boom, boom. Like if I tell my niece, yo, go take the plate in the kitchen or whatever.
I feel like I've struggled because I think growing up, I think you get painted as like the angry black girl.
Yeah, that's a real thing though.
So you trying to articulate a point that isn't confrontational at all, but because you've always been painted in it, where you then assume that you're always going to be taken as confrontational.
Yeah,
so that has then led to me to not struggle with my communication because I don't want to be perceived in the wrong way.
Yeah.
I remember someone said to me once, they were like, you do this weird like laugh after you say something, and it's like must be what I've done to try to show people that I'm not being confrontational.
Is that typing something, putting low?
Yeah, I literally in real life do lol. After literally that is what it is. It's lol.
Yeah.
I lol after I say things so people don't think I'm being
trying to ease it. I hear you, sure.
And it wasn't until someone pointed that out. It was a few years ago, and I was like, oh, like that's what I'm doing because I don't want to be because you get called bossy. I was always called bossy when I was little. I probably was bossy, but like it's weird, isn't it? That word is used as like it's always women as well. You never get a bossy guy. Women are always described as bossy.
Yeah,
I've never described a man as he's bossy. It's like this weird thing that is just associated with women as being that. It's like nagging. You don't get nagging men really. As
a black boy, you want to be extra friendly.
Yeah.
Like when I'm in like somewhere like a white area or white space, I'll be like, "Are you alright? Yeah." Like to show that I'm not. I'm not.
Yeah.
To be fair, I don't really get that much because like man's very gorgeous. Like I'm just round and glasses and that. So,
round.
Yeah. Like I'll make sure.
Yeah. You
have
to overextend yourself.
Overextend yourself. But there is. Yeah, it's true. Like
because you're accommodating for other people. Yeah, other people's feelings. Because it's like.
And they might not even have.
Yeah, exactly.
You used to I used to worry about things.
This guy's fucking weird.
Yeah. Like, what's wrong with this guy? He's Willits, right? But you're worried, like the worrying thing. I'm not in that. I don't know. It's always easier said than done, but I don't really care what people think. I care what.
That comes with age, innit? Like,
that's definitely age.
That's
definitely.
an age thing.
Definitely,
I used to care. I don't know if.
I
definitely care less now. Yeah, of course you do. You used to care a lot in it. What other people.
When you were young, you care about everything. Yeah. Worried about what other people are gonna think is a big weight on your shoulders.
Other people's opinion of you is none of your business.
None.
It's none of your business.
It's a proper thing like that not holds people back, but it just slows you down.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I said, it's a weight. If I wake up and I've got to do X, Y, Z, and I've got to do this show, I've got to do, and then on top of that,
I'm worried
about what you lot are gonna think if I say this like this or whatever.
You were younger, did you used to like replay like embarrassing moments in your head?
What?
Up until recently, I still remember one time because I fall over a lot.
Oh yeah?
That's like my thing.
Good, that's well.
I would lie awake for years, like every night, thinking about that time 7 years ago that I fell over in front of everyone at school, and it used to, you have to physically make a noise when you think of something embarrassing.
Yeah.
You're like,
Hey, listen, I've been talking to myself in my head, yeah? So, like, even this happens regular. Shut up, bro. I have to say that to just, what are you doing? Like, I'll be like, yeah.
But I've noticed as I've got older, that I don't do that.
Oh, I use it like heavy.
Loads.
I use it heavy, especially with like.
That's how I know I'm getting up, growing up, because it's like, I don't lie awake, go, in bed every night thinking of something awful that I said 10 years ago.
The main thing is because it don't matter.
Exactly.
That's the key. It's not even that you didn't say it, you wasn't weird or it wasn't embarrassing, but you're here today, it don't matter.
Yeah. I fell down the aisle at a wedding.
No, I would evaporate. I can't lie. I would evaporate. That happened to me.
I don't care. I fell down the aisle at a wedding and I smashed the glass as I fell, and it doesn't embarrass me.
I hear it.
And that's how I know I'm an adult. What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you?
I've already blocked it out. It's mad. I've realised a lot of time, there was a big period in my life where I definitely was depressed, 1,000,000%, because I can't, and then I read somewhere it leads to memory loss.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. It's a trauma response, isn't it?
Yeah, but I didn't know that. Because I can't remember years.
Really?
There's years of my life I cannot remember at all. I know I was alive at all. I'm joking. I remember, sorry, big up and down. Hey, listen to it. Sorry. We're going all over. You know what's up, yeah? Okay, cool. I mean, yeah, you listened it. Yeah. So, all right, cool. No, wait.
Huh?
I'm not embarrassed. We're gonna carry on.
When I was younger, the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to me was the fire alarm going off, and I was in my knickers, and they made me run from a fake fire in my knickers to the playground.
But in school.
In school, I was in like year...
They would never do that now.
No, I was in like I was in infant school, so I was probably 6 or 7, and I remember everyone pointing and laughing at me in my knickers and vest in the playground from a fake fire. Why am I stood in the playground? There is no danger, and you've got me out here half naked.
They used to make you do PE in underwear. Why
did they make you... They used to do some matches. Why did we have to pick up a brick from the bottom of a pool in our pyjamas?
What?
Did you not have to do that at school?
What pool? What?
At swimming, did you do that?
You man picked up bricks.
We'd have to bring our pyjamas to school, put them on, and then dive into a swimming pool and pick up a brick from the bottom of the pool in our pyjamas.
What school did you man go to? Are you man serious? Is it a girls' school thing? You go to girls' school?
No, I went to a mixed school.
What?
Do you know what I told you the other day now? I watched on TikTok and someone said being able to intellectualize your feelings doesn't mean that you're actually feeling them. And that is saying that we have a lot more vocabulary now that we're given. Like we have all these words that we can use now to explain how we're feeling. But are we actually like... That doesn't mean that we're actually dealing with what we're feeling with.
I don't think
we've just become very good at talking about it.
I think that's a real thing. A lot of people know how to say, this stuff. Oh, I've got anxiety. I'm depressed. I've got trauma. I've got PTSD. Or whatever. I'm not saying these things are real, but you're just saying it.
What are you doing to deal with it? Yeah.
Exactly. Like even myself, there's better stuff in my life. I think, oh right, I know what's wrong. I know what I could change.
Yeah.
I know what I need to do here. I know what I need to do there.
And you do fuck all.
And I don't do it. And it's worse. I think that's worse. I'd rather.
But then when
I was like, when I before, I didn't know any of this stuff. Like, I don't know if it pisses you off, but it kind of like you think, it makes you feel worse a bit.
Yeah, because you know what you could do to make yourself feel better.
Yeah, so they are gold plated, yeah.
Yeah.